Alright, so we're going to look at how to use pen. Now, normally if we were in the classroom, which we are not, obviously, we would have access to a variety of pens. And you might have some of these at home, which would be great. Go ahead and use them. The O1 is the thinnest, then O2 is a little thicker. It goes all the way up to a 08. And all we're doing is using lines to create value. This is one way to use pen, pretty common. So you can see where there's fewer and thinner lines, we get a lighter value. As the lines get thicker, they can be darker, or we use some cross-hatching. So we would call this hatching, where it's going one way, cross-hatching, where we're overlapping them. Now I was only able to give you one pen, one thickness, so you're going to have to rely on spacing the lines out and cross-hatching to create value, which is a fine challenge. I've done these drawings with only that pen. And those Sharpies are a little bit bleedy. You'll find that if you move them slowly, the ink will seep into the paper a little bit, which is not true of the microns we have. But you'll have to work with that. And I think one way to kind of fix that is to move quickly, to get that pen moving quickly, which will also give you a thinner line. And then when you need a thicker line, you can move the pen a little more slowly. So you can see we're just building up value by layering lines. Most students end up really liking pen. And in some places we are, drawing the actual shapes of things. And it's actually pretty fun to watch the values build up through those layers. And it's fun to do. I enjoy drawing with pen. It's something that I would do in my free time, or perhaps if I'm a little bored in a meeting. I'll skip ahead a little bit here. The key is just creating different lights and darks. And look at that subtle little edge. Right, first I went over it very light, and then I put some thicker lines, not quite as far in there, and it gives it that 3D rounded feel. It gives enough information that we will read that as 3D. And then we have this very dark section outside of it, and all we have to do there is use lots of thick lines. Right, you can go in one direction for a while, and if that's not dark enough for you, go back and cross-hatch it in another direction. You can see that gets pretty dark. So pen is awesome. I encourage you, and you can play around. There's different styles. I'm going to do another video where we try a little more kind of a looser style. There's also stippling. So experiment, have fun, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.